Boom. This is Boom Radio.
Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. The reason why we say that every time is because every time we say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, people are like, why? But we're talking to people all across the world. In America, some people are just waking up. We know because there's a 5 to 9 hour difference. Our brothers in Japan are already asleep, and that's why in Yoruba language they say ayole pare, ayole pare. I'm sorry, kule pare. So this is it. It's the Boom Radio NG Legends series. The Boom Bar is something that happens every day, Monday to Friday, 3 to 4, 2 to 4, whatever. But the Legend series is something that happens occasionally. Because to become a legend, you must have achieved something. You must have. Yes. You said something.
Yes.
You were saying something.
Yes, I said you must have earned it, and importantly, we must know that whatever we do today becomes history tomorrow, and so we must log today's event properly, so that tomorrow history will recall it appropriately. So. What the Legend series is about is putting the records in place for posterity. Even after we have gone, people can go to it and get the right fact, because the message will have come from the horse's mouth. Not horse and in the horse, but from the may the soul of Sonny Ojabo say rest in peace, but he's gone.
Yeah.
So whatever our records that were on ground up till he left will remain the records.
That's what it is.
When we still have the legends, we want to celebrate them
when they are here.
Yes.
And of course, the beauty of what we're doing is that it's going to outlive all of us.
Yes.
It goes beyond now. It goes beyond tomorrow.
Yes.
To tomorrow's tomorrow,
yes.
which is infinitum.
Yes.
Okay.
Ad infinitum.
I think so. I doing some grammar. We're flexing too much, but this is why we're doing it. At some point, we said, "Oh, the next legend on our list is an iconoclast. Is the legend's legend." And some people are like, "It won't come." Okay, go ahead then. Okay, don't worry now. It won't come. Even if it comes. About 5 minutes gone. Okay, I think you have said your own, Abi. Right.
But when you have good reckoning,
yes, and that is the beauty.
With people,
that's the beauty.
They will honor you. You will honor them.
That is the beauty of people like Yomi or Pakunle. I make bold to say that these people, they don't burn their bridges; they build it. And he's my boy, and I'm training him.
Yes.
It can be the other way around.
Yes,
Go mean anything. Go
matter. You are not my boss.
But you see, the beauty of it is that we don't burn our bridges. Wow! Look, already we have a message from Jordan.
Wow!
And it is from Adebayo Olowake on YouTube, and he says, "Wow, Dr. Rafiu Oladipo live. Good to see you and hear you worldwide. Regards from Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan." I hope it's Hashemite or Hashemite. Either one. Say we did try.
You know something good about what I just called
Jordan, all the way from Jordan.
He recognizes the fact that he's PG, President General
worldwide.
And the man talking to you is the President General worldwide of Stationery Stores Supporters Club. Oh, yes. PG to PG. Okay, so now we must unveil the man who is here.
Look, PG knows I have the skill to do what I want to do now. Ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
In the blue corner.
Right.
And also in the red corner.
Wow.
Weighing in at over 500 pounds. There's no way anybody can fight him.
Yeah.
The one and only.
Wow.
PG General Worldwide. Dr. Rafiu Oladipo.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you, and good day to all Nigerians around the world. This is Rafiu Oladipo.
Live in the studio.
The man you have been seeing the last 46 years all around the world. The man who has been doing it for Nigeria all around the world. The man who had a vision, and by the grace of God is thanking God that his vision has come to reality. I want to thank all of you that are listening, that you have been following our sports in this country, not just football, but indeed all other sports, including boxing. And I give grace to God, I give thanks to God that He has kept my life till today.
Yes.
I've been doing it for 46 years. What if I'm not there today? But I'm still there and I'm healthy. It is because of that that I'm happy to tell you that God has everything. Everything, like I said, for every human being. And our country, Nigeria, is blessed.
Yes, we are.
Nigeria is blessed with talents. We have them in sports, we have them in economics, we have them anywhere. But we also have them in supportership. And in supportership, there's only one supporters club that has been known and recognized by FIFA, by CAF, by UEFA. It is the Nigeria Football Supporters Club. Of which I am the President General by the grace of God worldwide. So thank you, everybody. Let us get going.
Right.
We talk to ourselves.
So, what we use this program to do is to put on record the truth about that legend forever.
Yes.
So we want all controversies removed, all uncertainties removed. So we start from the very start. The man, Dr. Rafiu Olalere, am I correct?
Yes, I'm
Oladipo.
You can't
Oh
make it.
yes,
You
now.
can't
Oh
make
yes,
it.
oh yes. When and where were you born?
For me, I am proud to say that I'm an Ibadan man. I was born in Omiadio, and that was over 75 years ago.
Wow.
Ẹ fún bàbá ìyá àtẹ̀kọ́ àti steve billion nìbàdàn o ni wọ́n bí ẹ sí o nìbàdàn o ni wọ́n bí ẹ sí o
Bàbá wa pẹ̀lú wọn lónílẹ̀. Bàbá wa pẹ̀lú wọn lónílẹ̀. Nìbàdàn o.
ayé ilé
Nìbàdàn o ni wọ́n bí ẹ sí.
So how was early beginning?
Well, it was very rough. I was born in the village, like I told you. Omiadio is some few kilometers to Ibadan, but in those days when we were born, it was very rough. We wake up in the morning to go to the river to fetch water. Later we go to the farm to bring firewoods and bring food crops. And a few hours later we now go to the school. We trek to the school, and then by 2 o'clock we close. We come back to the house, and we have to help our parents to go and look for so many things. Going to the farm to collect palm kernels, to collect cola nuts, to collect walnuts, to collect cocoa, and be able to get them together to help our parents.
Chola, can you see a loaded schedule for a young kid at that time and how he became what he is, or people like them become what they are?
When you say young, Yomi, I would like to ask the PG, how old were you then?
Well,
When you were carrying out all these roles.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years.
You carry firewood,
Yes.
you go and do palm kernel,
Yes.
you go to school,
Yes.
you thread, you do everything.
You
those
just
were
must
the-
do it because your parents are illustrious. So if your parents are illustrious, we have nothing than to join them and become an illustrious son.
So you want to thank your parents.
I thank my parents, I thank God Almighty for who I am today.
So education, what was your education?
Well, it
like?
wasn't that easy. We trek from the house to the school, St. Peter's School in Rusi. We trek like 2-3 hours to get to the school, and then from there we come back home, putting portmanteau. We call that thing we used to keep out. We call it portmanteau.
The portmanteau was made of aluminium, right?
Made of pan and aluminium, which you put on your head.
Steel and everything.
And at a point in time, you have
Max.
some of your ears chopped off by the putting of that thing on your head all the time. So it was a good thing. But I tell you, it was an experience. It was a good experience that some of us are happy to look back and say, look, but for our parents who wouldn't be who we are today, we worked hard with our parents, even after leaving, coming back from the school. We go to the farm to bring cassava. And that cassava we prepare to become a lubo. We call it a lubo. We put the cassava in the basket, put stones on it. The water will come out in 4 days. We now go to the
grinder.
No, not just like the first.
Grinder.
You don't take it to Akpata where you put it in the sun.
For it to dry.
To dry. It is when it gets dried that you now take it to the grinder.
To become powder. Have it delubo.
Okay.
How are we work?
Okay. Yeah, very correct.
So, after primary school, you went to which secondary school?
Well, when I left primary school, I went to Ibadan High School in Ibadan. It's at Oluyoro. And by the grace of God, today I'm the President General of all Students Association of Ibadan High School.
I told you today you will hear when
you are going to hear
news. And
the patron.
What you've not heard before. You are the President General.
I'm the President General. The patron happened to be the first student of that school, the first housemaster of that school, the first student who taught in that school, and by the grace of God, we call him George Shuremi. He was a justice. He became the president of the appeal court before he retired. It was last week we went to him to celebrate our every year annual party at Abeokuta.
I put him in sports association when I was there.
Yeah. How old is Pastor Remy now?
Baba Shuremi is about 80 years plus.
He was the first student.
First student.
I will take his number from you, and when we finish,
I will give you.
I will shout.
Yeah.
So, Ibadan High School.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what happened next?
When I left Ibadan High School, incidentally, I hadn't money to go abroad, but I came to Lagos to work. But during that period, I had the opportunity of studying from outside the school to become whatever I want. Correspondence. And later I went to England. I went to Kent School of Business Studies, and I became a graduate of that school. Later I went to the United States of America, Newport Beach University, and I had my PhD.
So your PhD is not, like some people say, it's not
I wasn't dashed. It was not a gift.
Not honorary.
It was not a gift.
We need to pause for emphasis. There's a reason, and I'm glad that we're there. And the PhD, doctor, the truth is, sir, the truth is, Dr. Rafiu Oladipo is not. There's nothing wrong with being gifted a PhD.
Yes.
Or you can be awarded one.
Yes.
It's not an ordinary PhD.
He earned it.
I earned it. I studied for it. I got my certificate. Fantastic. It's not just that I was given just like that.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Your cup, sir.
We must enter. We're in the bar.
It's the boom bar.
Fantastic. So that's not about education. But you made a comment in passing that once you didn't have enough money to go to high school, to travel abroad at that time, you came to Lagos first to work. Now there's this story that was flying in the air, but you need to clear. There's nothing, like you said, wrong about humble beginning. That you said is even online. That you said you came to Lagos through a motor vehicle. Please.
I followed my father from Ibadan.
Okay.
And I was in this vehicle that used to bring produce. Produce products to Lagos. We take it to Adeniji Adele. My father happened to be a produce buyer. And sometime we do bring oranges from the village to Lagos.
To Lagos.
And I was put in that vehicle to follow it. Normally when we come, my father having sold all his wares, we collect all his monies and put it in my pocket, my damn pocket. And anytime we are going, so that nobody will suspect, the money will be on me.
Wow.
And then we will get back to it, but my father will now ask me to open up my pocket. He will take all the money.
That means he had trust in you.
He had.
Of course.
He had.
Fantastic.
You know, but
and that trustworthiness has lived with you up to now.
I thank
Fantastic.
God. I thank
we
God
thank
for
our
that.
parents for all those values.
You always talk about your father in glowing terms every time. But you had other siblings, didn't you?
We do.
How many were they? And
Incidentally, I don't want to say that. I was born into a very large family.
okay.
Of course, I became the fifth.
Okay.
We have the firstborn of my father is still alive, Mr. Oladipo.
What did you do?
He is over 80 now.
Fantastic.
And he became the first national president of all the Nigerian students in the United Kingdom in the 60s.
Wow.
He's still
Brother
alive.
first in this
He is still in Omiadio now. If he has the opportunity, he will even call you.
Wow.
There was a day I was at the OG
BC.
radio,
In Abeokuta.
and I was on radio talking. The next thing I heard from Kunle Olusi was that, come to Oladipo, you have a guest. Who could that be? And my father was brought into the studio.
Wow.
And I was surprised.
In Abeokuta.
In Abeokuta, I said, Baba, why are you here? Kunle now asked, Baba, why are you here? He said, I've been looking for this boy for years.
He's too busy.
For this money when I had to come from all the way from Omiadio to come and see him.
And of that, you could actually come through the back
Oh,
and
my
get to
brother,
Mr.
I
Pemba.
was so happy. So my father,
Is he still
blessed,
alive?
oh, blessed moment.
Okay. What about mommy?
Mommy, no. My father got to the age of 97 before he died, and my mother was
Thank
70
God.
something before he died. But I thank God that at least 1 year ẹni tí a rò pé kò lè gbàgbọ́ tó wá ṣe díẹ̀ títí tó dé kọ́lé aláàrẹ̀. Nobody ever believed that this boy, the boy of those days, will be who he is today. But I always listen to my father. He said, anytime I dream, I see you flying across the world. That's what my father told me.
Wow.
And it came to happen. As I sit down here, there's no country of the world I've not visited. There's
Ní báwọn lọ́rùn Ukraine lọ́wọ́ dà wáyé. Ẹ ní lọ Russia báyìí. As we are now, we wan go to Russia.
Because we know how to do it.
Do it with sports.
With sports, we know how to do it.
How is mommy? Mommy is still alive?
Mommy,
I hope you are
blessed,
not doing what you used to do to daddy.
blessed memory too.
Blessed memory too.
My mother is
He
gone.
said so. He said, okay.
That's the woman that has actually paid for all these things for me to become who I am.
Okay, we thank God. Let's leave the family side because this man is about so many things.
So
I'm
back to
going
the
through
journey.
that.
You came with one of those vehicles to Lagos.
Yes.
So after that,
Incidentally, when I left the school, all my mates, when we go for interview for jobs, believe you me, ask anybody, ask Baba Shoremi, he will tell you, that boy, short boy, very brilliant, but he was stubborn. Baba will tell you, he even said it last week. Incidentally, when we go for interviews, I will come first. But when it is time for us to call us for the job, I won't be given.
Oh, thank God for life.
So, but because God was preparing me for something different.
Okay.
so did that inform your decision to go abroad?
Not really. Let me tell you, I wasn't even planning to go abroad.
Okay.
I was working in Apapa, Transcap.
Okay.
They call it Transcap Nigerian Limited. It's at 28 Boma Road in Watts.
So it's like Lyrica, a man of facts and dates and everything.
It's now another company entirely. When I got the job of a trailer boy.
Can you imagine?
With my qualification, a University of London, Cambridge certificate, couldn't get a job.
Even back then.
Yes. And I got a job as a trailer boy.
This was in the 70s, right?
In the 60s or 70s. In the 60s. And what is the job of a trailer boy? The job of a trailer boy was for you have been assigned a trailer.
Okay.
And then it is your duty to manage the trailer. When they will put the goods inside it, you take inventory, you sign off, and you go and deliver to the owners.
Okay.
Transcap had several outlets where we deliver goods.
Okay.
So, but it paid off because as a trailer boy, you earn more money than a clerical staff. How? The clerical staff was paid 16,500 a month.
Okay.
The trailer boy was paid 13,000. But the trailer boy will earn 8 shillings
Wow.
on every trip he makes to any customer. So if I'm able to make 20 trips within a month times 8 shillings, add to my 13,000, it was a big money.
Wow.
So my brother, it paid off. And it was from there I got this opportunity through a Frenchman. His name then was Mr. J. Le Guin from France. He saw certain good things in me and brought me into the office and said, no, that place is no longer for you. And I became a clerical staff. From there, I sat in the office and was studying, reading my books. Somehow, I hadn't the opportunity of paying for going to Europe, but you had the opportunities of reading and taking what they call external examinations for you to become who you wanted to be. And by the grace of God, I am who I am today.
Thank God.
I thank God for it.
Yes. Now, let me ask this question because you need to now situate and get back to the area that you've been domineering for years. Now, business endeavor, because many people don't know that you're actually, a successful business. How did you and when did you go into business endeavors, and what kind of businesses have you been doing?
This question is very important because a lot of people thought I made my money from supporters club. Rather, I put my money to make the supporters club what it is today. Because at the time when I joined the supporters club in the year 1977, under our leadership, the then Deacon George Adeleke Osho, he was our chairman. And my brother, there was nothing. The supporters club used to have 20, 30 members of the club meeting under the trees of the National Stadium. We had no office. We were not registered, but we meet every week under the trees of the National Stadium. And Osho was our chairman. I learned a lot from Deacon George Osho. May his soul rest in
peace. Amen.
That man happened to be a leader. And from him, I learned a lot of things. I became instantly, from 1977, the national flag bearer. The man who carries the flag all around the world, the man who would first enter the field before any player, the man who will invite the players from the dressing room that it was time for you to come. Of course, when we go out, a lot of hostilities are thrown at me because I'm the first man they will see in the stadium, but I never gave up. And I'm happy that those people who played football that time recognize this. The likes of Segun Odeyemi, Chief, M.O.N., Christian Chukwu, Emmanuel Okala, Best Ogedegbe, Mudashiru Lawal, Kunle Awesu, Felix Orolabi, Thompson Lucie,
Doki
Ebezimaka,
Chairman.
And not go back in time.
Oh, Kunle Awesu and all that.
Josie Dombrai.
Josie Dombrai. They all know the man. That's why they call me chairman of chairmen.
Yeah.
All of them played. We understand ourselves. They know my business was to support them, and we were supporting them, and they were coming out victorious. If I tell you the story of how we won the 1980 Cup of Nations here in Lagos.
You will tell us. You will tell us. But tell us.
I will tell you.
Tell us that business thing so that people will know the business you do. And
I
what
am a very big business person. Because I told you I work with Transcap. Transcap happened to be a shipping, clearing, and forwarding company.
Yes.
That was from where I learned this trade of clearing, freight forwarding, and the rest. So, and let me tell you, even before I became the chairman of the Nigerian Football Supporters Club in 1990, I had been the first national president of the Association of Nigerian Licensed Customs Agents by 1986. I've been making my money then.
Abínibíni kì í ṣe ability.
Association of Licensed.
Ẹni Ọlọ́run bá dá má bínú ẹ̀.
Kò tiẹ̀ ṣe farawé.
Kò ṣe farawé.
Association of Licensed
Another
Customs Agents.
First in school. You didn't get it before. First in this one. First in that one. First in association of licensing.
Agents, yeah.
That is an association of billionaires.
I agree.
Up to today, they are billionaires. They are employers of labor. And presently, as I speak to you,
And they energize the economy of
oh
Nigeria.
yes, without them, customs don't collect any money. We collect duties and pay to customs. So the custom generating revenue is through the agents.
Through the instrumentality of
Yeah,
agents.
the agents.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
And as I speak with you, I'm the chairman board of trustees, Council of Managing Directors of Licensed Customs Agents.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, old mamas and young papas, we're still on Boom Radio.
But I've not finished.
Yes, I know. I'm
We-
Boom back.
we have
And you just heard history.
We have a couple of messages.
Okay.
Also on YouTube.
Okay.
Bukola Medubi says, "Good job, Boom Radio. I'm enjoying the program."
Thank you.
Morakinyo Abodurin.
Oh, yeah, Morax.
Morax. It says, "I'm enjoying this interview. Well done, Sir Rogers and Egbonyomi. Kudos to Dr. Oladipo. He has done well on all fronts. Respect."
God bless you. I respect you too. But let me tell you other things.
Yes, please.
People do not know. Maybe they refuse to know.
Okay.
Or maybe they just want to just talk anyhow. I became the managing director of Oyo State Trans-Nigerian Motors in 1989. That was before I became the chairman. I was the proprietor of Oyo State Trans-Nigerian Motors, Jericho.
Wow.
And I was the proprietor for 14 years. So it is not the supporters club that gave me money.
Sola, this is a great platform we have where people get the facts. And it is on record forever.
And again, sir,
Yes, please.
ask Kanu Wankwo, Celestine Babayaro, Wilson Oruma, Manga Mohammed, Odini and the rest. Ask Fanny Amu. Those guys camped in my hotel, which I built with my money in 1991, 92, 93. Those guys went to Japan 93
To win the World Cup.
through this person. This person was not even paid. Amu will tell you, the national stadium was bad. I had to write for the release of the Volkswagen playing ground, where I would drive the players from my hotel at Egbe, Dipson Hotels, and take them through the Iba Road.
They didn't know Dipson is from Oladipo.
Through Iba Road to the playing ground. Bring them back in the morning, do the same in the evening, bring them back. And when they were to
That's
go to
Volkswagen ground at Ojo.
Ojo.
That's who.
and when they were to go to Japan 83, this man sent them off. This man organized.
On behalf of
parties
people out
to
there.
them. And I'm happy that
Like
when
Morak said, respect, sir.
thank
Respect.
you. When they came back as world champions.
Yes.
I'm happy for that.
We thank God. We thank God for your life. That God used you and you allowed God to use you.
Yomi, I want to re-establish. That's my job. My job is to re-establish.
Re-establish.
The world champions that we saw,
Yes.
Kanu Wankwo and the entire team,
Japan 93.
with Fanny Amu,
Yes.
were hosted
Yes.
for months.
For years, not months.
That
That's
is the
their months.
establishment that I wanted.
Ask Fanny Amu, He was the builder
and still alive.
Of talents.
Kanu is still alive.
I call him a
yes.
transformer.
Yes, transformer.
Transformer.
Yes.
He would
Talent
tell
transformer.
you that they lived in my hotel,
M-O-N.
which I built with my money. They lived there.
By the way, have you earned a national title before? Whether M-O-N or ABC or whatever.
That's a long story.
Okay.
We will tell you if you want it later.
I'll tell you. Let's be going on. So,
A Nigerian. I'm sorry. I won't let this. You mean I'm sorry.
No. That's why it's about.
I will not let this slide under the carpet.
Okay, go ahead.
A Nigerian hosted the Nigerian national team with his own money. He transported them twice a day, back and forth. Members of those team, of that particular team, they've gotten their national awards. They got it.
You want to know the story?
Please, sir, go ahead.
Please go ahead.
I'm going to give you the story. Okay. Though I'm not complaining.
No problem.
Please, sir.
Because I'm going to tell you that I'm a man who believes in sports, and whatever result comes away as a sportsman, you take it.
Okay.
In 1994, I led the Nigerian supporters across the world to the USA 94.
Yes.
And my group was adjudged the best all over the world.
Yes.
It's on record. You know what I'm saying? It's on record. While the national team was the
fifth best in
the world, the supporters club was the best
in the whole world.
Number one.
In 1996,
Atlanta.
I led the Nigerian supporters to Atlanta, where we won the Olympics gold medal. How did we win?
First by a Nigerian, first by an African, first by a black.
God bless you. Let me tell you the story.
Yes, sir.
We had the opportunity to meet Brazil during the preliminaries, and Brazil defeated us 1-0. And we moved on. We got to the round of 16. Luckily, we won through. And then we got to the semi-final. We had another chance to meet Brazil. And when we were meeting Brazil, Brazil was already leading us 3-1.
Yes.
And I was at the head of that delegation. Wow. At a point in time, we were given a penalty, which one player, who knows, he lost. We were not bothered. But something told me that, look, you will win this match. How? I had a dream. When I had that dream, the dream was that in my dream, while I was sleeping, somebody came to tap me and said, look, why are you guys here? We were in a house. We were downstairs in a house. And somebody tapped me, this place does not belong to you. Go upstairs.
Wow.
And we went upstairs. When we got upstairs, we were singing Victory song.
Okay.
That gave me the belief that Nigeria will beat Brazil. And what happened? When we were playing the match, Brazil was leading us 3-1.
Yes.
At halftime, they were distributing flyers, asking people to come and celebrate the defeat of the African giants.
Wow.
Little did they know that they will be defeated. And God just told me, it's inspiration. It's not these days when people just get to stadium we want to support. If it's in your blood, God will give you inspiration.
Your DNA.
Yes. God told me sing a song. It's a miracle walking God. It's a miracle walking God. He's the Alpha and Omega. He's a miracle walking God.
Oh.
Then we started playing. We lost that penalty. But with that song, we managed to score the second goal. At that point in time, the then Minister of Sport, Chief Jim Nwobodo, left his VIP seat and came to me. Dipo, this is your song. It's like something will happen today. I said, God, don't worry. We will beat Brazil. We continue singing. We continue singing. At a point in time, we had the opportunity again to change our song. Something told me, change your song.
Inspiration again.
I have a father who never fails. I have a Father who never fails. I have a Father who never fails. Who never fails. Who never fails. Forevermore. Amen. Jesus never fails. Amen. Jesus never fails. Amen. Jesus never fails. Jesus never fails. Jesus never fails. Forevermore.
Wow.
Interestingly and ironically,
Boss Ekafo is in the building.
Boss Ekafo in the building. Do a hug, PG.
Boss Ekafo is in the
yeah.
Don't worry. You have your time, PG's having his time. Just hang it up.
Mama B, how you doing? Well done. I sang that song and my people crushed. We scored it all goal.